Hello and welcome back to KSP with Moon, the Kerran Empire. It's been a little while, so anybody who makes it back, I do appreciate that. Let's see here. Got a few atmospheric surveys we need to take care of. Okay. And then there's another one. It looks like we're pretty stacked on requests for suborbital space flights. So we are going to hammer out these 4 atmospheric surveys, and we are going to start our tourism program. Make a decent amount of money that way. Let's see here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yo, Space Bean, how you been? And I came back from outer space. Absolutely. Forgot how much money we had. Gonna do the final upgrade on the runway here. Let's see here. I'm comfortable with 255. How we doing, Art? We got 51 points to spend. Okay. Can we do anything cool with 51 points? Well, we can get my favorite winglets and little tiny reaction control systems, or inline. What's up, Void? Nothing. Nothing has happened. We are right where we were. We are with the KA2A. Probably going to try to do an upgrade or make something faster, because you know me, I'm never content. We have, I think, 4 atmospheric survey missions to complete across Kerbin, and then we are going to start constructing our first tourist vessel. We're stacked with offers right now for... Oh yes, KA2A, good faithful, absolutely. We are stacked with offers right now for suborbital tourism, so we're going to grind that out as much as we can before they start wanting to get fancy with it and go full orbit. So I'm going to buy this. If I see a plane with a Mark II lander can, I'll lose it. Let's see here. All right. You will like my planes, all right? You will see my planes and you will like it. But probably not that. If I'm going to build anything now, it's going to be for speed. I've had a few ideas I want to work out of the brain. So we're going to attempt to make some sort of flying wing design. Let's see here. Fuel tank. Let's go with that. All right. Let's do that. Hey, this is going to be our last plane for a while. Enjoy it. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this on the butt for the time being. Okay, double that. Alright, get one of these. Okay. You set a KA2A to the moon? That's impressive. I don't think I've ever sent a... It's cursed already. This time around, speaking of moon, we are never messing with the moon launch again. I swear the moon launch pad is... You're just asking for your stuff to corrupt. I've done a few experiments since then, and yeah. So everything we do in this save file, we are launching from Kerbin, which I'm sure the purists will appreciate. Okay. There we go. How does this one look? Does it look better? Or worse? I want bigger wings. Made some beautiful looking flying wings in my time, I'll tell you. Okay. Put that there. I want speed. I want distance. What engines do we have? Turbofans. Now, we did conclude, absolutely, stock purist. We did conclude that the Juno engines are capable of higher top speed in numbers than the Wheelsies. But for Junos to make up for one Wheelsy, we're looking at Weasley. 20, that would be 5, no, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. We would need 5 of them to equate. So, fuel tanks. Wait, have we unlocked science yet? We have unlocked that. Okay, we are going to use this to build our engine clusters. Okay, so get rid of these wings. 6. That's math. Yeah, that's right. 6. So we're gonna go for 6 on each wing. Okay, rigid. Okay. Aerodynamic. Okay. Juno. Alright. And let's copy this. Because they're light. Let's see here. They only weigh 0.05, and the only other thing of comparable size that is snappable is the fuel tanks. The little ones. This one. How much does this weigh empty? You don't have to like it, but it's gonna fly amazing. Okay. 5.305 versus 5.28. Yeah, so these are lighter. It's gonna fly beautifully. Absolutely. Okay. This is our basic design. Hey, listen, someday I'm going to have a PC, all right? And it's not just going to be a PC. We're talking a full simulator setup. I'm going to have a camera on me. I'm going to have a camera on my righteous control setup, right? We're talking wraparound. I'm thinking 3 curved displays wraparound, maybe one up top, one down bottom. We're going to have pedal controls. We're going to have the whole kit and caboodle. And speaking of kittens, it might be Kitten Space Agency by the time I get that. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. And if I can work hydraulics in there somehow, I'm absolutely going to do that. K3, no, wait, KA3A. Okay. So this is the design we're going with, I think. Bring that up there. Okay, and then we need our intakes. gonna throw those right there. Maybe bring them back a little bit. I don't like things phasing through like this. That is an abhorrent, ugly thing to me, right? Hey, Bane, it's good to see you again. We are developing the KA3 right now, based upon our recent findings that Juno engines clustered together are capable of reaching higher top speeds than the Weasley turbofans. So we are sticking with the Junos, and we are going to build something fast, agile, and capable to finish off the last 4 of our atmospheric surveys. After that, yes, it's a cursed plane, always. You want a regular airplane, go play Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? You want cool, fanciful stuff, come see me here. All right, so we have 4 atmospheric survey missions to complete. After that, all the offers we're getting right now are for suborbital space flights for tourists. So then we're going to kick off our first tourism grind, right? We're just going to launch them up and bring them straight down. We're not going to hit orbit or nothing. We're going to do that as much as we can, generate as much profit as we can, convert as much of that into science, really, really, really try to get far. You know, I'd like to, by the time we get to the moon, I want it to be a high-tech endeavor, for sure. Okay. Alright, we're going to separate these out. I don't like to put stress on wings, so I'm actually attaching them to the body here. Okay, bring that back. See how we're looking for weight. Okay. I mean, we're pretty balanced right now as far as that's concerned. I'm going to throw that there. I actually want to rotate that around. Wait, he finally is muting every time after he's talking. Yeah, I got a new headset. Okay, up. Nope, fix. No. I may still mute when the train goes by, but outside of that, all right, we want as much stability as possible. No, the wheel's going this way. Okay? The reason it's going this way is because I fucking said so. Yeah. That's the way it goes. And that's the way it's going to be. Okay. So steering enabled. The game knows. The game knows to change it, right? The game knows that it's facing backwards, and it's fine. It's for rear illumination, which is very important, all right? I'd like to see your degree in illuminology. Outside of that, I don't know what your problem could be. Okay, so friction control. We want, like, no friction up front, right? 1 friction. The back, we want the most friction. It's rearward illuminology. That's perfectly fine, right? Do you see that? That shape? That's a triangle. That is the strongest shape you can come up with, all right? Set the back to 4. Good suggestion, Bane. We'll set the back to 4. That gives me someone to blame if things go wrong. Okay. Illuminology. Okay, so aerodynamics. Okay. Going to go with our signature. This. Now, having this wing like this is good. Because I fucking said so. That's why, Void. And it looks cool. It's called signature design. How can you tell Star Trek from Star Wars? Signature design. How can you tell Moon from anything that's logical? Signature design. Plus, honestly, having this one big wing... Wait. Or you're quitting. I didn't catch the first part. I don't fully understand the threat. Why are you leaving? Because I'm insane, yeah, but that's why you're here. Right? That's my gimmick. That's my thing. Okay. And plus, the KA2 had this, so this has got to have this. And then we got these guys here. Give me a raise. All right. Extra snacks for you. Bring this up, bring this in, bring this back. Okay. I think this... it's not perfect, though. Hold on. There we go. Face blue, smiling. A little bit of a T-tail. Yes. That should give us the control we want. I'm going to strut these. Authority limiter 150. You know what? It brings me joy to know that you hate this plane. This makes me happy. You're gonna hate how well it flies, right? You're gonna be very upset. You're gonna be like, why does that work? That's not fair. And that's totally okay. Okay. There we go. I'm not a racist, I'm a hater. The question is this enough intake for all of this? Let's do our math here. So the Junos require 1.402 a second. These make... Oh. What do you mean they do not say this is impossible? They say, hey, great job, Moon. This is great. Honestly. It's the most plain-looking plane I've made in a while, honestly. 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. There we go. Now we can use the door still. Well, no. Because then it interferes with the windows. Can't have that. We don't need a door. Well, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that works. I like that actually better. Okay. All right. Looking good. Is this strutted? Not strutted. It is now, though. Okay. And then just a little cherry on top. I love these little wing. I try to put one of these on every one of my designs. Thrust to weight ratio? Let me check. Yep. That's fine. Thrust to weight ratio 2.09. Hopefully bad. Such a hater. Okay. Let's try her out, huh? Save that. Okay, anyway, we were looking at intake. So 2.0. It should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. right? I think so. Let's try it. Get around 700 meters per second for 12 minutes of flight. We got big boy fuel tanks on this. We're going places. All right. Systems check. Okay. All right. Here we go. Throttling up. Brakes off. Release. Nice and smooth. We don't have enough lifty bits. We need more lifty bits. We want roll only, right? Yeah. Yeah. This is not fine. This is unlandable. We need more lifty bits. So these were cool. I liked these. We're not going to use these. I think we're going to use our new ones. These ones. Leading edge flaps. I don't know. You mean wings? I said lifty bits. I'm the emperor. I make the rules of what things are called. Okay. There we go. That should do nicely. I mean, the plane flew, right? We didn't have a lot of control, but the plane flew. First test flight. Here we go. Yes, it is. My center of lift is far back from my center of mass, but all this control surface means that is a variable area. I suppose I could put the wings forward more, add more weight to the front. Yes, I have improvements I could make. Let's get rid of these. Okay. All right. It does give nose authority as long as the control surfaces are on the back end of the jet. Yes. Let's see if we can't improve that with 2 more of these. Whoops. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that was an excellent display of sarcasm. What if... What if I put those there? Yeah, look at that. Yeah. I actually don't like these here, though. We're going to put these back. Any good ruler must have doubters, right? Because you have to have someone to prove wrong when you're right. If everybody just agrees with you all the time, how can they ever know when you're wrong? You don't convert people by being right all the time. You convert people by being right after all. All right. Look at that. They're just kissing. All right? Look at that. Let's try this. Does anyone have a guess on what the top speed is going to be? Wait a minute. Just kidding. Just kidding. We got to put these back a little bit more. Negative 100? Can you have a negative speed? I don't think you can have a negative speed unless it's in relation to something else. I don't. No, that's an incorrect statement. There we go, perfectly centered. Dude, it's called going backwards. Okay. That's not negative speed because then you have speed. Like I said, you can only. I think you can only be negative speed if you're speeding in relation to something, right? Going backwards has a speed. All right, if this flight works, we're gonna throw science on it. You guys should be wanting this to succeed. Look at that. It's working! 350, 360, 370, 380. Ooh, 400. Okay. Can we hit 500? I think we will. 500 meters per second. Oh, look at that. Oh, we are still going strong. Are we going to hit 600? Oh, yeah. 600 meters per second. Let's see how it handles sudden lifts. Really well. Okay. I know they become just incredibly inefficient as you get up in the atmosphere, but let's see if we can flat out up here. I can't remember if they work as well in this stage. Okay. He's going the distance. Let's see here. Thrust. Yeah, we don't get as much thrust up here. I think that number really starts. It's. I think this is the sweet spot for these engines. Honestly, nice and stable, right? Even if I turn off SAS, pretty stable. 8,000 meters. Okay. Doing our best. I'm not sure, where does the 177,000? The air's thin, but not too thin. I think, yeah, it's the perfect point. I mean, that's a pretty decent cruising speed, right? For this early in the game. I think that's decent. 140 kilometers? Okay. Yeah, so what, we're looking at roughly 650? 700 meters per second for about 12 minutes. Yeah. Alright, now if we can land her, I'll consider this a successful design. Throw some science on it, get our missions done, and start building our tourist rocket. It's not a bad aircraft. It doesn't have a rudder, but it's okay. For what we need it for, it's good. Braking roll. There we go. You said the lower we are, the more air they get. Beats me. Where's Jeb at? Grateful Jeb should be here. Oh, drag will increase, making the engines less efficient. Yes. That makes sense. Don't flip. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Successful. This flight was brought to you by Yoo-Hoo in a can. Delicious. Okay, so let's go back to the plane. Gonna make the 3B. If the 3B has science on it. And comms. Okay, maybe some electrical. Do you have a lot of water at your desk? Okay, science. Assuming you drank the water. Okay. Put you there. I will not. Let's see here. Put you there. Okay. Check our missions. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing they want. Pressure readings, pressure readings, pressure readings, crew report. Okay. Go to our actions here. Custom 1. Crew report. Observe the goo. Take its temperature. Pressure. Collect all. Custom 3. Reset the goo. Delete the data. Delete the data. Discard the crew report. Okay. Save it. I think we're going to increase the authority limiter to 140. Okay. All right. Save it. Let's get this science done so we can build rockets again. First things first. We gotta go to the other side of the planet. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's get this guy out of the way first. Everything I do is cool. Alright, approaching our first objective. Alright. Where are we heading next? Here. Um. Ah, okay, it's this way. Let's hit cruise. All right. Little nose up. Here we go. Go a little bit that way. There we go. Should have added a little bit of tilt to the wings that would naturally want to lift itself for skimming the this level of atmosphere, but that's fine. That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to your left, you'll see an island devoid of anything but green. Maybe a tree. We're not going to stop there and find out, but yep. That's an island. We shall call it Bane's Island. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm the Emperor and I make the rules. Oh boy, I hope we have enough fuel to get there. Exactly. Papa, can we fly to the moon? No, we can't. He gets a... Do you want an island too? Being there's many islands. We're on our way. Perhaps. Whoa, that's the wrong button. Perhaps I should turn off a couple of the engines to increase fuel efficiency. I'm saving my name for important stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's the sweet spot right there. Look at that. Cruising. Cabin lights are on. Like an ocean on lathe? Yeah, okay. For sure. If we ever get there, Kraken is 2 for 2 and ending our fun. No more moon launches. Love moon launching, honestly, but I'm telling you, every time I get a save file to the part where I unlock the moon, it gets corrupted somehow. So everything we do is going to be launched from Kerbin. Do you have a rocket I could use? Well, good, because I'm going to need your help. Honestly, I haven't done much past, like, Duna and stuff, so your input is going to definitely... Cock Rocket 69! Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. No. We'll stick to our Greek and philosopher names, right? Or Lord of the Rings references. Cock Rocket 69 just doesn't... Hey, what is that, though? What is that up there? Who knows what that is? I don't know what that is. What is that? You don't have to keep the name. Now, seriously, though, what is this? Is that Minmus? Hmm. Hello, Minmus. What else we got? Anything? We're almost there, guys. Yeah, that makes sense for the direction we're heading and its proximity to it. Saturn V with a nuclear third stage. That sounds cool. I make some pretty interesting nuclear rockets, I'll tell you. I look forward to getting that tech. I think we'll probably head for that first. So, wait. That's Minmus? No. That... Which one of these is Minmus? A, B, C, or D? Oh, it's right here. I see it. E. Or A, B, C, D, E. E. Right there. F. Okay, then what's that? Is that just part of the background? God, I wish you could go to... I wish there was faster than light in this game. And go to different star systems. I'm just waiting till a game like that comes out. Like No Man's Sky, but you actually have to work for it. Honestly. It's only a matter of time before we get a game that's kind of like Space Engineers, kind of like Kerbal, right? Where, you know, it's a shared universe and you're chilling, you got your base, you're harvesting your resources, whatever, and some dude comes up. You can play like multiplayer, because I've got some excellent weapon ideas. I'll tell you, that would be fun. That would be very fun for me to be able to go raid someone's planet with some ships that I built, right? That sounds awesome. You can do those things. I love it. Alright, guys, so when we're down to half fuel, our cruising altitude, 13,000 meters, just sub. We're at pretty good speed here. We're moving along. I don't know if we'll have enough fuel to make it to everything, but I think the last one, I think these orange ones here, I think we'll launch from the desert. Go hit those. Very satisfied with this aircraft. It's sleek. A little cramped. It's stable, which is nice. I know we can do the blue. I bet we can get to purple. For those of you who are colorblind, this is blue, this is purple. I thought that that was pretty. I know that's not a place you can go to, but this right here, gorgeous. That right there, gorgeous. Oh, we're coming up on it. That right there, gorgeous. Aha. Okay. Doing our science. Maneuvering for the next location. I gotta say, this plane handles really well. Even at full speed, we can crank as hard as we want, and the wings aren't going to fly off, which is nice. It's always easier to complete the mission when the wings stay on the aircraft. Okay. Heading for our next one. We lose a lot of speed on our turns, though. I do look forward to when we get the, some larger wings and some more powerful engines. You guys know me, I like to make VTOL stuff. Oh, Cool Kid Satellite? Yeah. I didn't remember. Okay, maneuvering for the third objective. Okay. Leveling out. Approaching. Increasing speed. We're here. All right. Navigating to the next objectives. I hope we have enough fuel to get there. Maybe I should have put drop tanks on this. You gonna go to another planet in a plane? No, Flo. No, unfortunately, not yet. No, we're doing some atmospheric science after this. After this set of missions, we're gonna start building some suborbital rockets for tourists, a la Katy Perry and the like. Grind as much of that as we can out, build up our science, and then start working on hitting Moon and Midmas and extending out towards there. Very limited planes for that. A lot of ships, though. Modular designs, orbital assembly, cool stuff, reusable designs. Could make a space plane. We could go the space plane route for everything. Everything's done. They could be new. Ooh, that is a far stretch. Well, here's the hoping. Okay. So, who thinks we're gonna make it? Who doesn't think we're gonna make it? I personally, let's look at our fuel count here. I don't know, guys. Well, we made it all the way here. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. We can give up now. No, 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 no. We're not giving up yet. We're not giving up yet. Also, I'm not confident that we could safely give up at this point either, because we're we're not in like landing friendly territory. Oh, we are ticking through the fuel. Okay, okay. It's gonna be close. Oh Lord. Okay. We're gonna save here, just so we don't have to do all that again. Should the worst happen, we're gonna have faith that the worst isn't gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna make it to that though. We're close. I'm gonna have to stick this thing on a rocket. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna make it, boys. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. Reduce throttle to try to save some fuel, but doesn't matter. Hey, Void. I have not watched For All Mankind yet. Hey, Jeb's here. I was just talking about you. We're working with the KA3B right now, attempting to get this piece of science, but we don't have enough fuel. Uh, Unfortunate. I hope I'm good at landing it. Speed and altitude is what we need. Yeah, we're not making that, boys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna save the last of our fuel for landing. Loading screen. Okay. Okie dokie. Bone looks great. Gotta say, the graphics definitely did improve with the enhanced edition. Okay, we got one piece of it. Two pieces of it. Get a little bit of speed. We are still burning fuel, but we're gaining speed. If we can get this last bit. The high altitude ones are tough. I usually skip them, if I'm being totally honest. Until you have way better engines, yeah, they're not possible with the Junos. Okay, I won't say not possible, but they're highly unlikely you're going to do it any kind of efficiently or cost effectively. That is a distance. Come on, purple. We are about 10 seconds from glider, and I don't think... Save here. I'm going to watch For All Mankind, I promise. What's it on? I'm using the last of our fuel for speed. Apple TV? It's a terrible suggestion. Alright, we are in full-on glider mode. I don't think we're going to make it. Four clusters of 7 with super wide wings. Are you using mods, Jeb, or was this stock? Oh man, are we gonna... I don't think we're going to make it to that. All right, guys, should I try for a land landing or a water landing? I don't think we make it to the water, actually. It's impressive. I'd love to see pictures of that. Yeah. A graceful brick, Bane. A graceful brick. We're actually falling in much the same way that bricks don't. Oh, we survived. Brakes on. Okay. I like planes. Don't know how I feel about generative wings, but okay. Oh, there's the train. Okay, so let's go back to the hangar. We're gonna launch from the desert this time and hit it from the back. Oh, I hope so. Is there a wind tunnel? Because I would love a wind tunnel. That would save me a lot of time. Should have launched from Woomerang. Nobody tell my flight instructor that I took off with the brakes on, please. I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. All right. Making my way down south. I think it's a good plan. For what it is, for what it does, for what it's for. Like, it's not a bad plane. High survivability. We haven't even lost a single part. Right? High maneuverability. Decent range. I think we did half a Magellan, which is pretty good. Could we improve on it? Yes. Do we need to? No. Yeah, we don't even have to go. Actually, come to think of it, yeah, we should have just done the desert in the first place. Take time as in like a timer counts down, or you have to be more thoughtful? What do you mean? You know, I gotta say though, of all the things I'm excited about for KSP when I do get my PC set up is plugging it into a 3D printer, of which I will also obtain, and printing off the ships that I make. That's gonna be great. All right, Bane. If you had to improve the design of this aircraft, what would you do? If you say nothing, I'm going to assume it's the perfect plane. Increasing range? Ah, yes. Yeah, more fuel would probably help. I will look. Drop tanks? Yeah. Maybe we'll do some sort of 100 subscriber event or something. Where we do a circumnavigation and I read slam poetry the entire way. Yeah. Range is decent. It all depends on what your end goal is. Absolutely. I mean, I think for where we're at, you know, cost to you know, return ratio, I think we're doing okay. She's stable enough. Though I think I need to reduce the sensitivity on the wing things, the flaps, ailerons. No, is that what we call that? No, elevator. No, what do we call these ones? Those are ailerons, right? These are elevators. Authority limiter 50. It does have trim. It does, but it's irritating to use it, so I just disable it. I usually build trim into my aircraft before any of that. Or if I get robotics, I have it set up. I mean, it's in the settings. I can activate it, but seems like more often than not I'm accidentally activating it and then can't get it to turn off. Celebrate 69 subs by sending NA no interstellar. It would be Edinburgh. What? Set your angle and authority high and use trim. Yeah. Are we there yet? Oh my god. There we go. Perfect balance. No! Don't make me turn this plane around. Yes. Things will definitely get a lot crazier when I have more airplane parts to work with. I will keep that in mind. Keep them closer. All right, more snacks for you. I'll give you a whole second drawer. Gonna need you to sign this waiver, making me non-accountable for any diabetes you may develop whilst under my employment. Type 1, Type 2, or Type 3. Okay. Maneuvering to the final objective of this set. And then we're going to hope we can make it to the last one. I'm just happy it's daytime now, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yes, Void, you're second. Don't worry. Alright. And I don't know if we're gonna have enough fuel to get here. For some reason. We didn't do anything different. Is it less fuel efficient to go this way around the planet? We're gonna try. We've got this. Our only other option is to try to launch this from the Woomerang launch site, which means strapping it probably to a rocket, because there's no runway there. You should go from Antarctica to the tip of Canada in RSS. That would at 100 subs. I don't have RSS, but I would. I would set up a whole base at the very, very northern pole, so I could see the sun circle and never set. I've done that on Kerbin. There's like no science really that's special there. There's no reason to do it other than the cool factor. I mean, I think there's science to be had from the ice sheet, but it's not like, you know, an impressive amount. We may make it. I would like to have more things to discover on the planet. There's a lot to be seen here. Hmm. Engineering for both dry and wet. Okay. We're running on fumes, boys. I hope we make it. We might. Maybe. Okay. We're getting close. Oh man, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. I really wish it would like be a little bit more specific about where these are going to be. Like, hey, can you get this one that's right over here, right over by the Yep, there goes our fuel. Right over by the Kerbal Space Center. Right over by the island, whatever. Hey, it's also maybe just one on the other side of the fucking planet. It's fine. It's fine. That's cool. We're getting close, but I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to make it. $320 meters per second. How fast is that in freedom units? That's fast. Changes at different altitudes because of air pressure. Okay. All right, Ben. We'll probably be halfway into our first tourist rocket build by then. What are you eating? He gone. He gone. Yep. We didn't make it. And the train mocked me on that day. All right, so we're Gonna have to launch this from Woomerang if we're gonna get it to make it. Total BS. Well, I mean, technically, where's the, okay. Yeah, Woomerang's the closest. Okay. Do I need to put it on a rocket, or can I make it take off from the launch pad? Let's let's see what we can do. Spaceplane hangar. Switch editor. Measure here. Save the craft. Open the craft. Choose launch site. Woomerang. Can't support a vessel over 30 parts. All right. Okay. Switch editor. Return to Space Center. Don't save. Okay. It's time to upgrade that. It's time to upgrade that. Let's go back to this. Open the craft. K3B. Choose launch site. Woomerang. Okay, so this might technically be possible if I can rotate this down. Yep. Hit the brakes. Okay. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Full throttle. Okay. Downhill advantage. Alright. Oh, see, I would really like that. Like having real world. Yeah, I would like that a lot. Where's our objective? There it is. We have to clear the mountains. It cut off. I'll have to start off with a what? And Zoomies activated. Sweet. I will catch up on the Discord later this evening for sure. Always a wellspring of information if anybody hasn't joined the Discord already. Our resident space nerds and history nerds love to post amazing things that you can read on the toilet, on the couch, doesn't matter. It is entertaining and informative. All right, guys. So we're gonna need names for the first rockets that are going to be taking tourists into suborbital flights. We're gonna be grinding those out. So if anybody's got a good name for what that should be, let me know. It's not gonna orbit. Just gonna take them up, bring them back. I do have an idea for how I could make this plane better and faster. Horus. All right. Horus is the Egyptian god of... God of the Sky. All right, I like it. The Horus project will be a go. His right eye is the sun and his left eye is the moon. I like it. We are approaching our final objective here. At some point, I do plan on building a sailing vessel. I know there's no wind here, so we'll probably have a couple Junos that push it, but I'm going to build something like a frigate. Masts, sails. All right, Void. Leave me just like everybody else. What are you eating? Almost there. You know, I bet if I take these wings and I flip them around and I make it like a pizza slice, I bet we can go way faster. Oh boy, almost there. We did it. Now just to land it. Whack Corporal was a small U.S. rocket using a solid booster stage and a liquid fuel stage. It was then placed atop a V-2 rocket to go do... Downrange. Sounds fun. Sounds dangerous. Uncrewed. Well, I'd hope so. Alright, we're gonna land between those two ferns. You'll start your career in 1951. That sounds amazing. That's the real Kerbal, too. Oh my god, we did it. Alright, guys. Recovering. Oh. 1956, 1958 sounds about right. Alright. Warp to the next morning. Okay, so mission control. Look at all this. So okay. Excuse me. Suborbital flights. Suborbital flights. Suborbital flights. Suborbital. 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 Alright, we have maxed ourselves out. What is that? 4, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 people to move up and down. Alright. Let's go to the administration building. We do outsourced R&D. We're going to crank that up to 50%. 50%. Okay. Half of our funds are going to give us science. And half of our reputation is going to give us science. All right. So now we're going to convert our money and our rep directly into science. So essentially, we're going to turn tourism into a science-generating operation. Let's go to our vehicle assembly building. Got 18 people to move right now. What's the biggest we could do? This one. Okay. Pods. This is going to be... Hold on, what do we have? Open craft. New craft. Open craft. It's going to be the LV3. It's the tourist view. Okay. What's a good acronym for what this is going to be? I mean, it's going to be a vehicle that launches tourists up, right? So, what's a good acronym for this lineage? Because this will eventually develop into orbital and extra-orbital Turismo. No, an acronym is Horus. But like... let's see here. What was the Phoenix? What was the acronym we used for Phoenix? OTV? No. SOTV. Okay, so STV. Yep, STV 1. A. Horus. Okay. Well, we gotta start generating some science. So, 18 right now. OTV was a flawed program? Yes. We will make it better this time around. The Phoenix shall rise again. So, right now we have 18 people we could possibly launch. Not sure we should try to launch all 18 just because of our limitations in our launch capabilities. So let's try to do 6 at a time. What do we even have for rocket technology? We have like nothing. We have like nothing for rocket technology. Okay. We'll do 4. We're gonna conservatively do 4. So, decoupler. Nope, that's too big. Decoupler. Okay. But for that, we need heat. My idea is we're just going to launch it straight up, and it's going to come straight down. Okay. It's just got to break atmosphere. That's it, guys. It's just got to break atmosphere. It's got a 70,000, right? We just got to break 70,000 and come back. We got for parachutes. We got these. Okay. One, 2, 3. That should be more than enough. Sacrifice a little headroom for the Kerbals. Okay, put this on because we're going to want to slow down. Okay. Fuel tanks. Redstone, Juno, Jupiter, Atlas. It sounds amazing. How far would this take us? Not super far. 223 for the thrust to weight. What if we did 2 of them? 133. This will probably get us out of the atmosphere, right? coupling. No. This one. Okay. Big wings down here, smaller wings right here. Keep out of control. Put 3 instead. All right. Tilt those down. Rigid attached. Put that there. All right. Let's hide a couple batteries in the bad boy. Electrical. Okay. Big wing is on the bottom. Gonna do our traditional style here. Give her a little bit of rotation. Okay. Rigid. All right. Throw these in to cut that. Okay. These ones down here. Shift the whole thing up. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring that down right there. And then we'll throw those on there. STV 1A Horus. I think this will do what we need it to do. We just gotta get it up, break atmosphere, bring it back. That's the job. Crew. Jebediah. Who's our first team of 4? Crisper, Verke, Janlock, and Hudford. Crisper, Verke, Janlock, and Hudford. You know, I realized something with the names of the Kerbals. It's a common first name, the first half of a common first name, and the last half of a common first name stuck together. So Barbart, right? Oh man, that's a bad one. Some of that works. Never mind. Actually, looking at these names, it completely doesn't work at all. Whatever. They're terrible names, though. All right, so let's do it. Am I forget? Oh, I should probably adjust the staging, right? So bring that to here. Okay. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Just going straight up, straight down. STV 1A Horus, ready for launch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Preparing for separation. There we go. Probably could have put parachutes on that. Honestly. Is it gonna make it? Just gotta break 70. Or 77? I can't remember. It's been a while. Maybe we needed a third stage? Maybe not. Haha! We've done it! I probably should have separated that better, but that's fine. Alright. Deploy the chutes. Come up. Come down. You see, we're gonna send you over that mountain. It's a long walk back, so don't eat all your snacks in flight. Question is, though, are we going to be able to slow enough to not die? Come on, shoots. Come on, shoots. Oh my god, come on. Oh, man. That was... I think we're going too fast, honestly. Yeah, no, full on pucker. Hey, look at that. Couple more drogue shoots, I think we'll be okay, but that worked. Wow. A little bit of tilt on takeoff would probably do as well. Again. Okay. Let's do it again. I think 4 parachutes for comfort, right? Okay. Boop. Boop. I mean, if it works, no need to change anything. It's T1B. Horus. Okay. Yes. A parachute per person. And... what's lighter? 1.28, 0.84. Okay, yeah, I think we'll try it again. We'll just burn through these guys and see what we unlock through. It's our next pairing. We've got McGrim, Dobart, and Mauser. Wait, no. McGrim, Dobart, Mauser. We'll take one of the twos. Jorvan and Staden. Jorvan, Staden. Oh, Jorvan. Yeah, we'll take just Jorvan this time. Save that. We're going to give her a little bit of tilt forward on takeoff, just a little bit, to counteract the turning of the planet. Just a little bit of bias on takeoff. There we go. Too much bias on takeoff. Oh god. We tilted too much. Not sure if we can recover. Cannot. Vert to launch. We're just gonna do it the same way. I think I'll do my tilt later. There we go. This is very underpowered, but it's doing its job. I do not have a decent PC. I could not pull it off well. I'll tell you that. Come on, 77,000. Or 70,000. I forgot again. 70,000. Okay. Roll that out of here. Okay. Prepare for re-entry. Activate the dead man. Alright. Keep the chutes from getting overheated. Oh, that's what makes me nervous. Okay, the little bit of arc we had actually worked out. Much better than last time. No, they're not barbecued. They're just a slightly darker green. Tanned, if you will. I'll remind you though that they all signed waivers, right? We try to choose the saddest Kerbals possible, right? The sadder, the better. So in the unfortunate event that they might actually die, they're not really that upset about it. Okay. How much are we pulling right now? Barely any. But that's alright. We're profiting. Might not be a lot, but we're profiting. How much do we need to get another level of rockets? Oh, what's that? Okay. More people, better aerodynamics. Rockets. Okay. It's going to take an impossibly long time to grind with this, but that's okay. Let's see, who do we have left? Okay, Madcask, Rosgan, and Virig. Wait. Madcask, Rosgan, Virig. Who was our other single? Stadun. Stadun. Netflix noises. Okay. All right. Save it. Launch it. These early tourist ones are a grind, but I don't need to remind you how much money we were making with the Phoenix once we poured into that. This one sucks to fly. Engagement. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm surprised we're able to get as much done as we could with that. We are going to upgrade the launch system on this. It's awful. Let's see here. So this one, 300 at 7.65. That's just worse. Okay. So maybe a real rocket engine? Yeah. Fuel tanks. Okay. And maybe give her a Swivy. Okay. How's that? 134, 173. Is that better? Let's see here. 1907 versus 1944. Okay, it's probably going to be better. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? We're just kind of winging it, right? Just like real scientists. It's not as tall, so it's a lot more stable. I'm no control right now. I'm not having to control it right now. We're being flown by aerodynamics purely. Much higher speed for that stage. Clean separation. Okay. We're doing well. Not actually sure we needed that second fuel tank. Well, maybe, yeah. Yeah, we did. Stability assist is on, yes. Of course it is. What do you take me for? I forgot to bring passengers. Oh my god. You guys. Not again. Alright. Madcast, Roskin, and Virig. Madcast, Roskin, and Virig. Our other single, Staroon. Void, this is your fault. You're in charge of personnel. Like, making sure the part where we make sure we put them on the ship. You're the chaperone. Chief Snack Divier. It's a pretty rocket. Yes, you are. Radio? Okay. Well, it's your job to radio the passengers that it's time to get on the rocket. Ha ha ha. It's sending a gift right back to you, Command. The Horus walks, so whatever we name the next one can run. I think we're going to make it. It's got to hit 70,000 and then head back home. Come on, 70,000. 70,000, all right. Separating from stage 2. Orienting for re-entry. Up we go. Okay. Belly burn. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we think wide, non-aerodynamic thoughts. Excellent. Good. And we hope our parachutes deploy. Oh God, we hope our parachutes deploy. Drogues are out. Okay. Mains are out. Excellent. And we approach the ground. Hoo-hee. That look when you didn't think you were going to survive, but now everybody knows you shit your pants. Coming back down. Nice soft touch. Soft enough. Okay. Just a couple more Horus launches. Let's see here. Okay. 222. Launch 2 of those. 2 of those. Okay. Well, we want to increase survivability. So we are going to... Let's see here. Increase the number of these. Couple more whore launches? We'd probably be making a lot more money. That there. Actually, what if instead blop, just like that. Yeah, we like the way that looks. Okay. Elegant. Rigid. Okay. 1925, a little bit less than what we had, but that's fine. That should help bring the nose up a little bit more too when we're coming down. Okay, save that. Get rid of the A. No bloody B. No bloody C. There we go. Keep the D. Get rid of that from there. Save that. Let's do our crew. Okay. Cordrin and Sidious. Siduas. Do it. Sidfred and Henbo. Okay. Save that. Launch that. That's right, Marley Kitty. We're making minimal profits for high-risk launches. but we're making money all the same. Up, up, and away. Hit 70,000. Okay. Separate. Okay. Prepare for re-entry. We here at the Kerran Empire pride ourselves in teaching everybody that the world is indeed not flat. Squashing non-believers since a couple days ago. Up and down. Belly burn. Okay. Ablator ablating. Drogues deploying any moment now. Any moment now. Okay. Splash down of second stage. There we go. And we're awaiting final splashdown. Makes you really appreciate the Phoenix and what it was able to do. We pulled about 150 science off that every time. Or maybe it was 100 science. It was a good amount of science. Alright, look at that. No lost parts. That's a win. Recovering vessel. Minimal science gains. All right. What do we need for the next stage of rocketry? 90? Oh, dear God. Flight control. We can make it bigger with what we have. We can make it better. Okay. So the Horus is cool and all. We did not. We did? We did not. We... Yes. Yes, we did this time. I believe so. I think so. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Yerp. Okay. So, the Horus is cute. Good proof of concept. We got the people excited about space and going to it. So now, we are going to build something better. Then the Horus. Use this one. Okay. This one. Okay. Trigger warning. This one's probably going to upset you. Okay. Good, good. Let the hate flow through you. No, we can't have that. Do another structural. Do. This by all means of physics doesn't. I don't need your approval to build awesome things. All right. I don't. I just need your admiration when they work. Okay. Then. Yeah, we like that. We like that a lot. Probably. Doubling our capacity here. Gonna try this. STV 2. Hey. Save. Okay. We're gonna need more parachutes. Save that. Open craft. STV2A. Okay. So a little bit of branding here. There we go. Just so they know how to identify the wreckage. I'm not content with the distance that the stock ones are. So I always have to adjust them myself because they always seem to hover just above it. Was it L1 left and right? Yep. Okay. Okay. Nope. Yep. Just a little bit of dead zone. There we go. Closer. Alright, grab one of these. Just barely touching. Just barely touching. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Coupling. There we go. Fuel tank. Another fuel tank. Another fuel tank. More fuel tanks. Okay, that's that. Engine. Swivel. Ha! Need more power. Yes, no, we will. We will have all the power, tacos. Okay. Structural. Nope. Coupling. Yep. Okay. Okay. Bring that down to here. Bring that down to here. Aerodynamics. Dynamically aerodynamicing. Give it all she's got, Captain. Hell yeah, we are. Okay, and then throw our signature fins in here. Throw these ones here. It's out, 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 out. There we go. Bring that in. Bring those up. Go. All right. So this may work. We'll see. We have much higher rates than we did previously. So let's give her a shot. This is the STV-2A. What are we going to name this one? Last one was Horus. I'll let you think about that while we get her launched. Crew. Who do we take it with us this time? Everybody? Heck yeah, we can take on 4 more people. Save. Return to Space Center. We got to collect 4 more contracts. Four right there. Okay. Back to the launch pad, or the assembly building. Tourists, 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 tourists. Rich V. Assen. Mulberry, Billy Bobson, Barbert, Patos, Tanpont. That's a fucking terrible name. And Dudeless. Let's try it. You can hate it all you want, but it's working. It's got one job, and that's to break the atmosphere and come back. Clean and efficient. I don't I don't know what the bits flying are. Decoupler pieces, maybe? Yeah. A lot less for them to clean up, though. Give it some lights. Happy little Kerbals touching the edge of space. Probably. Definitely. We've done it. And we go up. Let's prepare to separate that section. Yep, there we go. We're going to orient for re-entry. And coming in. Now, hopefully, this very large heat shield will do its job and slow us down and absorb the heat. Look at that. I think I can throw parachutes on that other stage, too. Oh, yeah, we measured those perfectly. Okay. We didn't actually measure. We just got lucky. But beautiful descent. Very sleek looking craft, right? I'd like it a lot more if this side looked like that side, so I may do that. May rotate that. Haha! Beautiful. We've doubled our capacity. I don't know if it's cost efficient, though. We have 50 science now. Remember this number, 496,000. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. And we're going to rigid attach these. I'm going to remove this one from the symmetry. I'm going to rotate that. If I did that right, it should look better. Save craft. Daphne, Ludwise, Earbus, Envin, Hensky, Jedstead, Mitbrett, and Tamvin. Save and launch. Let's do it again. That's beautiful. Okay, going up. Okay, centrifugal separation. Orienting for re-entry. Okay. Deploying chutes. And coming back down. We were at 496,000 with 50 science last time, so let's see how what a full one gives us. Drogues out, mains out. Kind of want to build a plane with this body. Could probably lower the altitude at which these open to speed it up, but this is working rather well. Landed. Okay. Perfect. Recover. Pulling 23 science, and we're profiting funds, which is great. Still don't have a name suggestion for this. Last one was the Horus. All right. 4, 2, 2. Let's do it again. Okay. Let's see if we can actually recover this stage as well. Okay, so these ones, we want to go off. This one separates. Okay. And let's alter the trajectory of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay. That should split a little better. Save that. Call that the 2B. Save that. Open craft. Take that one out. Grab our crew. Moel, Fozon, Fofred, Tezer, Ludbart, Gregel, Kirchry, and Anand. And we are merely farming for science and money right now. It's not very efficient, but it's quick, it's repeatable, and it's cool. By the time we actually go to the moon, we're going to have quite a lot of technology to work with. I like that separation much better. Bring that up. All right. Centrifugal separation. Activate those. Up. And then down. Orient prograde for deflection of atmospheric heating. Mm-hmm. Science words. Appears those parachutes did not. Oh, they did. They did work. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Twice as recoverable, twice as nice. Okay. I don't know if I fast forwarded too hard or what, but it is now day 3. Okay, let's see here. Cover that. All right. Let's check how we're doing on R&D. We got 94. How much do we need? 90. Do we want heavier rocketry? More Kerbals. Well, we'll find out next time. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Next time we load up, it will be day 3. Building a test, lunar, transport lander for a base. That sounds awesome. I look forward to when we get into that as well. We got a little bit of science to work with, so we'll decide where we want to spend it. But the STV-2A seems like a highly successful design, and we are making a decent amount of science every time. So next stream, we will continue the use of that, develop that further, and farm as much of the suborbital tourism contracts as we can before it forces us to hit orbit. Then we'll farm the orbital contracts as much as we can, and so on and so forth, into the stars and beyond. So thank you all very much for watching. If you're on the Discord, you'll get advance notice of what I'm going to be streaming next. Follow along there if you want to learn more about KSP, what options PC holds for mods, NASA flight history, and the space program's history in general from our generous members who are very knowledgeable on the subject. So thank you again, and have a great day.